Hey, London, you getting excited just a second ago reminded me yesterday of my friend. I picked her up from the airport, and she got in the car and she was like, "Emmy, I have to tell you this story that I like memorized for you." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And she was like, "Well, I was on this like bus going from one airport to another space, and there were these mountains, and the clouds were like covering the almost the caps of the mountains, but not completely. So like the very tips were like peeking out of the clouds." And she said it like beautifully and like very eloquently. And she said to me, she was like, "Well, I stared at them for like a couple of minutes because I wanted to memorize them so that I could like repeat to you what my experience was seeing them." And I'd never had somebody like specifically say that to me, but like I like think I understand more kind of what you're getting at when you want us to like share in the empathy stream. Kind of like getting at like this is this experience that I had and I memorized it so that I could tell it to you so that you could also feel what I was feeling in that moment. And I just felt that when you were like talking about your excitement and like getting excited again. So that was just beautiful. And that was just like a tie in
Yeah,
that I like felt, but
you
so it was
totally
cool.
understand. Also, you're a friend. What a beautiful friend.
I know. I wanted to cry. It was so sweet.
I went into these rooms and I was like, look at all this art that I'm making. Like I would really love it if you guys would check it out. And it was this piece about this concussion that I had a couple months ago. I took a bunch of photos where it was a bunch of photos from the night of the crash, and I put it into a neural network and told it to recognize faces based off of the photos. So it created like the same effect as me trying to piece together the whole night. And I went into all these rooms and I shared it, and finally someone was like, "This I also had a concussion, and this like gives me such a visceral feeling, and I understand this and it resonates with me. So I'm actually gonna get it. Congratulations on your first sale." And I was like, "Oh my god!" And I did this like huge like dance. I could not stop smiling and screaming, even though like I'm in a small apartment building and it was late at night, and it was just the best feeling ever because for the first time, it wasn't even that I had made money off the art. For the first time, someone was like, "This resonates me on a level where I want to own it." And like I understand this just as much as you understood it. And something clicked in my brain that was like, well, that's what I've been searching for this whole time. I just need to tell my stories the way that they are, and it'll resonate with people if like it does. And if it doesn't, if no one gets it, so what? That's my own personal piece. I can hold on to that forever.